Ay 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 Yay, die, 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 yay, die, die. Yay, die, 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 yay, die, die. Yay, die, 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 yay, die, die. Ay, yay, die, die, yay, die, die. 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 Yay, die, 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 die. Hey, yay, die, yay, die, die, die. Hey, yay, die, 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 die. Yay, die, die, yay, die, die. Yay, die, 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 die, die, yay, die, die. Good morning, friends. That, what you have just heard, is called Nigun Tishrei. Tishrei is the month that begins Rosh Hashanah. So on the 1st of Tishrei, we have Rosh Hashanah. And so we're in the period of Elul. Elul is the month before then, the month where we do what we call Cheshbon HaNefesh, where we look at our soul and see what kind of accounting has to happen. What can we do to make the year ahead better? What can we do to prepare for the new year? So today, I want to share a tiny bit of quick Torah, and then we're going to do a little movement, and then we're going to do a little learning, and then a little meditation, and then we'll have you on your way. So this is a little tiny Torah about the Torah Portion Shov team. It says, what keeps you moving, regardless of the obstacles, the restraints, and the snags along the way? What quality within yourself has assisted you in championing your own truth while nurturing others and promoting justice in the world? What is your strength? So as we begin our practice today, these words are words of Rabbi Shoni Labowitz of blessed memory. As we begin our practice today, what is your strength? Let's begin with a little bit of movement as we do each Tuesday morning. And so if you feel comfortable, you can do this standing or you can do it seated. However it works for you, it's all good. We'll begin by placing our hands together, our palms together, not our, palms, hands, whichever you want to call it. Thumbs at our chest, reaching out to the sides, rotating our thumbs to the right so that our hands, our palms are up into the heavens, back down to you. Breathing that in. One more time. Out to the sides. Rotate thumbs to the right. All the way up into the heavens. Back down to your heart. If you're unable to come out all the way to the sides, it's also great to do it here. Rotate to the right. Your thumbs, palms are up. And reach up in any way you can. And back down to your chest. One more time. Breathing in, breathing out, back to our chest. Beautiful. Good morning, people. Good to be with all of you. Okay, so we've gone out, and so let's continue that way. Let's do a little bit of circling. Circle. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you can't do 10, do 4, 5, or 3. The opposite way. If you can't do it there, do it here. Rotate it. If you can't do it there, do it right in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's breathe up and down as high as you are comfortable. If you're not very comfortable doing it, do it here. Doesn't matter. Just move. We want you to move. That's what it's all about. And moving with mindfulness. Moving not just with rote, but with mindfulness. Breathing as you go. Where are you at the moment in time? And now let's just go this way. With our arms across our chest. I hear my shoulder clicking. Great. And now let's reverse arms so that the opposite arm is on top, and do the same thing. Just move back and forth. And again, up and down. Beautiful. Hands on our thighs. Right. Take a breath here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay. So then next what we're going to do is we're going to do a side bend. So I invite you to raise your arms and take your right hand and put it down to the side. And let's move to the right, bend to the right. Come back up to neutral. Let's do it to the left. Bend to the left. Left hand down. Right hand over. And breathe. Back to neutral. One more time each side. And breathe. Back to neutral. Last time. And breathe. Beautiful. Let's do a little circling. Circle your whole torso. Hands are on your thighs or knees. And change the direction. Breathing. Beautiful work. Good job. Back to a neutral position. I invite you to massage your body a little bit. So start with your shoulders, your arms, your biceps, triceps, your elbow, forearm, wrist, all the way down to your fingers. We know how important our fingers are. Massage those fingers. Okay, go to the other side, shoulder, bicep, tricep, elbow, forearm, wrist, fingers. Now that we're at the fingers, we can open and close, put your palms together, open and close, open and close. Let's do it 10 times. Great, beautiful, great job. Let's shake it all out. Okay, we're going to learn a little and then we'll dedicate our practice before we, you know what, let's dedicate it first and then we'll do a little meditation. So I invite you to close your eyelids if you're comfortable and to place one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest and take a breath in here. Breathe in through your nose or your mouth, whichever is comfortable for you. Thanking God for this day. Modeh ani, Odeh ani, Moda ani. For breath and heartbeat, it is good to be alive. Elohai neshama shanatata bi tehorahi. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's dedicate our spiritual practice today to someone that we love. Maybe it's someone who entered life eternal. Maybe it's someone that's right here. Maybe it's a loved one, colleague, friend, mentor, teacher. Maybe it's yourself. Maybe it's the self of today, the self of old, the self of new. We're beginning a new year soon. Breathe their name in and breathe out and say thank you. Breathe in their name and breathe out and say thank you. One more time. Breathe in their name. Breathe out and say thank you. So friends, we're here. Let's learn a tiny bit. So our Torah portion this week is Shoftim, Judges. It's found in Deuteronomy. The Torah portion lays out the foundational principles for the establishment of a just society. It's so incredible that it doesn't feel so just now. It begins with the appointment of judges and officers to ensure that justice and righteousness will happen. It emphasizes the importance of integrity in leadership and the necessity of a fair judicial system. I don't know, it doesn't feel so much like that. The text also discusses the establishment of a central place of worship. And for us in this world, in our congregation, our central place is Facebook Live and YouTube and LinkedIn and all the other social media platforms. And then when we meet in person, of course, a central place as well. Additionally, Shoftim talks about the laws, the treatment of the captives, the proper conduct expected from a community. It talks about warfare and how to not be victims. The teachings and the Middot of this week, of this Torah portion, one is justice and righteousness. It says tzedek, tzedek tirdof. It's the concept of justice. Tzedek or tzedakah has to do with righteousness. It's about justice. It's the Torah commands this to appoint judges who embody the attribute of righteousness, of tzedek. Calls on us to act fairly and compassionately in our own dealings, not only for the just judges to do that, or the leadership, but each and every one of us to act fairly and compassionately in our dealing with others. It talks about Nasiya, leadership. The qualities of effective leaders are highlighted. A leader must be, should be, hopefully will be, humble and wise and just. Attributes that reflect the godlike nature of leadership. Relates to the midah of anava, of humility. I'm not sure if our leaders are so humble. It reminds us that true leadership is about service to others, not about control, not about one-sided non-democracy. It talks about humility. It talks about that all people are equal and all are human and all are worthy of true leaders that care about them. We also learn about the midah of achrayut, community responsibility. In Shoftim, it underscores the responsibility that each member of the community has to uphold this justice. The sense of a collective responsibility is tied to chesed, to loving kindness. We are required, called to support one another. It also has to do with integrity, with emet, the emphasis on truthful testimony and honest practices. Integrity. Wow. Can our leaders learn from this Torah portion? The midah of emet invites us to reflect on our own honesty as well. It's not only the leaders, it's also us. Reflect on our own honesty in our interactions and our commitments. When we think about Elul, as we do this cheshbon hanefesh, as we prepare for the high holy days, as we take an accounting of our soul, as we enter the second day of Elul, Ani ledodi v'dodi li, I am my beloved and my beloved is mine. Our connection with the one, right? We're reminded that this month is a time of introspection and preparation for the high holy days. The themes of Shoftim resonate deeply with this season of reflection. It has to do with judgment. Elul is known as the time of divine judgment, where we prepare ourselves for the days of awe. Just as judges are called to be fair and just, we have to assess our own actions and figure out what can we do to be more responsible, to make the world a little bit better. Perhaps better than we found it, not worse. It has to do with self-examination in Elul. The call to justice and community responsibility in Shoftim mirrors our own responsibility to examine our relationships and rectify any wrongs we have committed. That's what we do this month. It also has to do with awakening the heart, hanefesh. As we engage in hanefesh, we reflect on our souls and strive for personal growth. The teaching of Shoftim inspires us to align our hearts with our values of justice, integrity, humility, compassion, kindness, all of those things. So friends, let's meditate a tiny bit. I invite you, as we begin, let's take a moment to embark on this guided meditation. It'll integrate the teachings of Shoftim, the Midot, the essence of Elul. I invite you, if you're comfortable, to close your eyelids, to sit up tall if you're in a chair, to lie down flat, to be as comfortable as you can be in this moment in time. If your eyelids are closed, I invite you to take a breath in through your nose, and if that's not possible, through your mouth. A breath in, not a deep breath in. For some, that's too hard to do. But for you, if you can, take a deeper breath than you normally would. And as you breathe in with your eyelids closed, be aware of your breath. What is the rhythm of your breath? As we inhale and exhale with each breath, I invite you to feel a sense of calm washing over you. As you breathe in, imagine drawing in light and clarity. As you breathe in, imagine drawing in light and clarity. And as you breathe out, an invitation to let go of tension and distractions. As you breathe out, letting go of tension and distraction. Let's reflect a moment on righteousness, on justice, on tzedek. Picture the scales of justice. We've all seen that image, balanced perfectly. Perhaps you reflect on the areas in your life where you have sought out fairness and integrity. What does justice mean to you? Perhaps consider how you can embody tzedek in your actions and the decisions moving forward. What is justice for you? I invite you to think about the Hebrew word nesiah, humility. How do we embrace humility? Perhaps as you continue to breathe, you can visualize a bright light shining down upon you. Maybe it's the light of God. Maybe it's the light that represents humility and wisdom. I invite you to fill your heart with that light. And perhaps ask yourself, in what ways can you serve others with humility? Perhaps it's leading by example. As we think about this light, allow the light to inspire us to seek greater good for ourselves, for our families, for those that we encounter on our journey, and for those perhaps in the greater world. How can we inspire others to embrace humility? As we continue, let's think about the midah of achrayut, responsibility. Let's shift to that idea of responsibility. Imagine a circle of friends and family, community surrounding you. I invite you to feel the warmth of their support and your shared commitment to one another. How can you take responsibility for your actions? How can we take responsibility for our actions? How can we be a collective of well-being for this community and for those around you? An invitation to reflect on a specific action that you can take this week to embody chesed, loving kindness. What action can you do perhaps this week to embody chesed, loving kindness. Let's take a moment to focus on integrity and truth, emet. Picture a mirror in front of you. That mirror reflects your inner self. What hard truths do you need to confront? Perhaps it's considering areas where you could be more honest with yourself and with others. As you breathe in, I invite emet in your life. Emet, truth, integrity. And as you breathe out, release the guilt of pretense or any dishonesty or anything that doesn't feel good. I invite you to allow this truth to guide your actions in the days ahead. The truth, this truth, to guide your actions. As we continue to connect with this season of Elul, I invite you to gently shift your focus to this month of Elul and visualize a beautiful sunrise symbolizing new beginnings and opportunities for growth. Friends, this is a time for reflection and repentance and renewal. What intentions do you wish to set for yourself as you prepare for the High Holy Days? Take a moment to think about that. Allow those thoughts to fill your heart. Breathe in your intentions. What do you hope for? What will make the year ahead better for you, for those around you, for the Jewish people, for the greater world? Breathing in and breathing out. So as we begin to conclude, let's take a moment to express gratitude to the work that you have already done today, to the insights that you have done today. I invite you to gently wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing awareness back to your body. And when you feel ready, if your eyelids are still closed, I invite you to open them. May the teachings of Shoftim guide you on the journey through Elul, inspiring you to embody justice and humility and responsibility and integrity as we together prepare for the High Holy Days. May our hearts be open to growth, and may our actions reflect the light of our souls. Wishing you a beautiful day today. We are one human family. We are Judaism fueled by love. I love you. Rabbi Jay loves you. Healing for Arlene. Absolutely. Healing for all in need. May it be a beautiful day. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. 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 Od Avinu Chai. If you haven't seen yet this morning, Ellis has blown the shofar And so you might want to catch that. It'll be on Facebook. Take care. Be well. Have a great day. Sending lots of love.